Next up, Mr. Jeff Taylor. Mr. Taylor, good to see you again. If you would, please give your name for the record and who you represent, and you've got 10 minutes, and I'm going to put you on the clock.
I can probably do it in 3. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Excellent. I like to hear your time savings.
Okay. My name is Jeff Taylor, representing the Salvation Army, and I've had probably almost 2 decades of experience in family court, not for myself, but for our clients. So I've had a broad range of experiences, but what I noticed is that the family court system is really an industry. It's an industry to create extensions. It's an industry that will create increases in billable hours. So let's just take one case. So a woman's going to file a divorce proceeding. The papers are served. Now they've got 2 attorneys that run to the court to see who can get an order of protection first on the other person. And that just takes someone going to see a commissioner. Commissioners want to be judges, and so they want to err on the side of the caution. So let's say it's the woman. She says, I'm in fear. No reason to be in fear. He doesn't ask, what are you in fear for? Order of protection is then placed, which now encompasses the children. Now that attorney has leverage over the other side because now they use the children as a weapon. And just to take this one case further, so there was an allegation of drug abuse on the one parent, the male. So the normal protocol was 8 random drug tests over a 2-month period. This individual did 106 drug tests over a 1.5 year period. All were clean, extending then the therapy and all of the other things that were ordered upon this person.
I'm sorry, Jeff. I need to stop for just a second. So 106, were these a routine that was set by the court? Or is this something that he took upon himself to prove that he was clean? Or give me a little bit of context.
It was thank you, Mr. Chair. And yes, it was ordered by the court, and that the drug test to be witnessed. That's very key. Witnessed drug test. That means somebody sees you give the sample.
Okay,
and
simple
that's what
math
this person
tells
did.
me that I'm sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, but simple math tells me that's a drug test every 3 days.
It was twice. It was twice a week, approximately twice a week for a 1.5 years. All clean.
And they're throughout the entire testing regimen, there was not a hint of, okay.
There was only the allegation of a drug history, but no behavior.
Okay.
Then the family law attorney started to coach their client to make, because you have an order of protection, right? To start making allegations that you had to call the police. I think he's outside. He might be here. I don't know. Okay. 25 calls to the police.
Let me stop here. So this is, for all intents and purposes, this is speculation. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for firsthand experience that you observed. And if this isn't something that you observed, let's try and get back to where you observed something that you can report.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I was in court with this individual for a 1.5 years. He was one of our clients.
Okay, I guess that's pretty close.
Yes.
All right, thank you.
And the allegations, Mr. Chair, of calling the police, this individual was in our program with a sign-in, sign-out sheet and couldn't be there, was in our residential facility. How this person stayed sober through this experience is beyond me. There was no opening up, or there was no reward for the hard work that this individual did to handle his addiction. There was no payoff. But during that time, the judge ordered supervised visitation along this way. In the second report from the person doing the supervising, it said, I see no reason for this person to be in supervised visitation.
Where'd that report come from that said that?
From the individual that was doing the supervising. So the judge ordered the individual to have supervised visitation, which the individual did, and started this process of supervised visitation after a year of drug tests that were clean. And in the second report, which were weekly, Mr. Chair, in the second report, it started off with, I see no reason for this person to have supervised visitation.
Okay, Jeff, just for clarity, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure that I understand the timeline here. Second report, the individual that the court appointed to supervise, tells the court no reason to continue this. Yet the court continues to call for the drug test. Was there anything else besides the drug test? Was there mandatory therapy? Was there mandatory intervention? Or was it just the drug test?
Mr. Chair, the therapy the individual was in was a 6-month residential drug treatment program and now is in transition. So still in a program.
Okay.
Long-term residential treatment. So I went with the individual to court to bring to the court's attention the second report stating there's no reason for this person to be in supervised visitation. And the judge, when questioned, have you read the report? The judge hadn't even read the report and kept those same orders in place.
And this
Hadn't
judge's
even
name?
read the report that judge ordered.
The judge's name?
Well, there were 2 Reinsteins at the time. There was a really good Reinstein, and there was a not so good Reinstein. And I'll
Don't
leave it
pass
at that.
judgment. I'm just looking for a name.
Pete Reinstein.
Okay. All right. Okay, your 3 minutes is up.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for taking on this issue. Members,
Okay.
thank you for your time.
I appreciate your testimony. All right. Next we have Mr. Monty Schultz.